So, hi, I'm going to do a series of short videos, basically exploring how I might write a piece of music. And the intent is to be a useful sort of video for any student really who is maybe composing a piece of music for GCSE. So, what I thought I'd do then is basically show the process that you might like, just to show how it can be, doesn't have to be the hardest thing in the world. So what I've done, I've written down all the 12 letters on a keyboard. So I've got C, C sharp, E, G, D, D sharp, G sharp, F, B, F sharp, A. So it's all the letters, yeah? I'm just showing you that I've done them. And I put them on the keyboard. What I'm going to do is put them in a bag. And the idea is I'm going to put them in a bag, and then just put my hand in and choose 3 notes, okay? And those 3 notes are going to be like the stimulus for composing the piece of music, okay? And then I'm going to choose a mood, and I'll show you those in a moment. So first of all, I'm just going to put these letters, I'm just going to pick them up, put them in a bag. Put them in a bag. Oh yeah. There we go. Whee. Oh no, just nearly dropped the A sharp there. So I'm going to put them in a bag, in my John Lewis bag. I'm going to shake it. Right. Now, going to get, so I can't see anything. I'll do it in turn, okay? So, A sharp or B flat, basically the same thing. C sharp. And G sharp. Hurrah. Okay. Then I've got 3 different sort of moods, themes. Okay. I've got danger, escape, hopeful, a new beginning, and 3. Hang on, I'm not sure if you can see that. A heartbreaking tale. Okay. So again, I'll take these, pop them in my penguin bag. Put them in here. Hey. Okay. Now, hopeful, a new beginning. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, then, so I'm going to stick that here. So basically with students, sometimes it can take them, possibly sometimes, a long time to get round to actually just getting on with something. So I just want to just get on with something, which hopefully might encourage them. So ABA structure, so that's where you have a section of music, then you've got a different section, a B section, and then you return back to the opening section. Okay, this one here, AB, so we have a section of music like 8 bars, 12 bars, 16 bars, and then something different which then doesn't return back. Okay. ABA structure. Right, what I've done, I've just moved, I'm going to be sitting down at the piano. Just want to check that you can actually see my hands. Yeah, I think so. Okay, So, I've got the notes A sharp, C sharp and G sharp. I could play it down here. So what I'm going to do first of all, I'm just going to play around with some ideas. I'm just going to start playing those notes. Okay? Things to think about if you're writing a piece of music. Repetition is something not to be scared about because we use that a lot. You might have a phrase of music, like a musical sentence, and then you might have another phrase of music that might answer that original phrase of music. Okay, so let's see if I can put that into a chord. Yeah, so A sharp and C sharp fits in with an F sharp chord, and then that G sharp adds like a dissonance, yeah? So it sort of feels like it creates some tension. Okay, so what I'm going to do, because this is a piano piece of music, I want to use some arpeggios, yeah? So I want to be moving around, so I'm just going to try some ideas out. Try that again. I've got a big camera in front of me, so it's a bit annoying. So what I did there, I brought it down an octave just to give it a bit more depth. And then I did a phrase where I had that da da da. Then I repeated it. Then I went down to repeat that. So then now, so in that first section, if you think of F sharp major as chord 1, yeah, so say for example we're in F sharp major. Okay, so in F sharp major we've got these notes. So I was basically doing the first section in, say, chord 1 in F sharp major, which would be this. Then I went down to the D sharp, so that would be the 6th note in the scale of F sharp major. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. I could write out all the notes of F sharp major, but basically there's a chord based on the 6th note of the scale of F sharp major, which would be D sharp. But I'm keeping the same notes that I've got in my tune to create that discord. And then I went down to the fourth note of the chord, and then the fifth note. I think I did that. So basically, when you finish on a chord 5, that would be what's called an imperfect cadence, where you finish on a chord 5. So it feels like it wants to carry on. Yeah. So basically, that's a general sort of harmony of it. Then my B section. So I'm trying to make it sound hopeful. So the theme of it is a hopeful, a new beginning. Yeah. So that's why I'm doing all these big arpeggios, these big. I might, if I was spending more time in it for the hopeful aspect, I might play quite high, because that's when you're playing notes quite high up on the keyboard or piano, it sounds quite optimistic. Now, when I get to my B section, I might go into the relative minor. So when you have the relative minor, that basically means every scale has like the major. So for example, C major, if you count, basically there is a major scale associated with C major, but there's also a minor section. I always think of it like, you know, in The Lion King, you have the Lion King, who dies, very sad, and then you have his evil uncle. Yeah, so there's always like, or like, you know, Cain and Abel. You know, you have the good, and you know, the positive, the major, and then the spooky, scary, sad minor section. So to work out the minor section of a scale, you count down 3 semitones. Yeah, so in A minor, which has the same key signature as C major, in the harmonic you would sharpen the 7th note. Anyway, in F sharp major, you count down 3 semitones to take you to the relative minor. So that'd be D sharp minor. So we've had the happy section. A sharp, C sharp, G sharp. And then we want to go into this, like the minor section. So I'm doing a D sharp minor chord. No, hang on. Let's try this again. So there, I did like a little melody. So same sort of melody, but what we call a sequence. So in the first bit, I'm going to go. No. And I'm going to do. Actually, that sounds a little bit familiar. There's something I've done before, but hang on. So, what we got? Let's go from the top. Repeat it again. And then I'm going to go into the minor section. So. Hang on. So for a minor chord, yeah, that's a minor chord. Sorry. Yeah, so it's a D sharp minor chord. Hey, I'm getting all confused. It's quite a good process, because what I'm doing is I'm forcing myself to do this. It's the first time I've ever done this, where I've just chosen 3 things. Okay, here we go. Now I'm going to restate it. on a. So what I'm going to do with that is I will work on that piece of music, I think. But basically that was what I was trying to do. I chose 3 notes, chose a structure, chose a sort of brief